So it's been a while, but for this video, I want to talk about like infinity. So I feel like infinity shouldn't even be a real thing. It's like I feel like it's cheating because like uh you have like all these numbers and you just keep going and on, and then like you think back to when you were a kid and you were like, oh, infinity mine's better because infinity plus one or something like that. You say like the biggest number is infinity, then you go infinity plus one, and then I feel like it's cheating because if you look at life always there's always something in life that ends. Like everything in life always has an ending. So why should infinity exist at all? But then you look at it like, it's like you have limits for numbers, but then if somebody rubs it in your face by saying there's infinity, that's what I wrote down right now, or a while ago, a couple weeks ago. I said there's no way that should be allowed because it seems everything has an end. Like if you look at death and only death, you see that there's an end, and once you die, it's over. But I wrote this down on my phone. I said, but with infinity, you go beyond that because infinity tells you that life goes on after you die. And I said, I'm not talking about the afterlife. I'm just talking about life in general. So I was talking about like maybe you had kids or maybe you had friends or family, and so your DNA goes on, or your soul goes on, your embodiment goes on, and even when things end, even when you die, life still goes on. What you left behind will still go on, and that's where infinity, I guess, comes from. Like because something will end, but something will always take its place. So it may not be the same numbers, but it will be that number plus one, if you want to think about it mathematically. Yeah. But I feel like infinity shouldn't even be a real thing. To me, it should not be a real thing because I feel like it's cheating. I said that. I feel like it's cheating because everything has an end. But if you look at it, matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So everything in the universe cannot be created or destroyed. You could, So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that we can't destroy life, so we can only use that to make it go on. So if it can't be created nor destroyed, it's infinite. It lives on forever. And I just came up with that right now. And I'm gonna have another video that's gonna explain. Well, not explain, but it's gonna have a part of that idea. The idea of matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So I'm gonna have another video about that, about matter being created and destroyed. So the idea of infinity and zero like fall in the same line. Like if they were two people, they'd have like the same personality. What I mean is that infinity shouldn't exist just as much as zero shouldn't exist, because infinity is like a constant idea. Zero is an idea too. That's what these are. They're ideas. Infinity is an idea, but zero, we can't really. It's one of those things. Like it's the idea of nothing. That's what I think of it as, because the idea of nothing is like you can't really define it, and you can't really say it's there, and it's not there. But we know we know it's there. So technically we can define it, but it's one of those things that it is and it isn't. Can we really define nothing? So the point is, zero and infinity are just ideas, and like, but we know that they exist. So that's all that matters, is that they exist. So that's what I had to say about that, but that they're both